the annual conference of the Association of Oregon Counties. All three of us were in attendance, and as always, I think it was a great opportunity for both education and networking. I was asked to host a panel on the House Bill 4123 Homeless Planning Coordination Grant, and was joined by commissioners from 3 other counties that have received this grant. And so we had 4 of the 8 counties represented on the panel. It was well attended, a lot of good questions and feedback. I'll turn to my fellow commissioners now.
Good.
I have 2 things. One is about, I would say probably about a year ago, we had decided to use some of our kind of economic development money based off some listening sessions Commissioner Hunt did on economic development, where the community really said that we needed to focus some energy on affordable housing as part of economic development. So we had decided to use some of that money to hire some housing technical assistants to help get housing projects in the county. And I finally have a draft done of that RFP that is sitting in Kristen's inbox now. So it is off of my inbox and into hers, which feels really good. So I am hoping that, here in the next month or so that we can actually get that out the door and see who we have to respond to give us some technical assistance on hopefully finding some projects.
Excellent.
The other thing I'll say is since we have a very short meeting today, before the both of you leave, I am writing thank you notes right now for the businesses that gave us product for the Taste of Oregon County's event. So please don't leave till you sign them. And that's it.
All right, Commissioner Hunt.
Well, I thought Commissioner Hall, you might mention the fact that the Lewis Southworth
yes.
Statue, I guess, or bronze
Yes.
work
Yes.
was unveiled Saturday, the 19th at the Wellport Visitors Center. Commissioner Hall and I were there, and it was very well attended, and it frankly was quite moving to see somebody that had as many challenges as Mr. Southworth did, and yet was able to be as successful as he was, and frankly, an important part of our county's history. So the statue was unveiled Saturday, and it will find a permanent home in the Southworth Park, which is the former site of the Wellport High School and football field. And it, as I understand it, will take about 2 years to complete the park and to locate Mr. Southworth in his permanent location playing his fiddle.
And in the meantime, the statue can be seen at the Alsea Bay Bridge Interpretive Center, where the unveiling ceremony took place. Yeah, it was really a beautiful ceremony and amazing attendance, estimated at 250 people. So truly nice.
I guess one thing I would say on that topic is there is a Forest Service road that was, I think it used to be Darky Creek, and then it was renamed a Forest Service road with a number. But I think if you live in that area, I think your postal address hasn't been changed. And I would really like to go through the process and formally name that road after him. The creek actually has been renamed to Southward Creek. And I would like to start the process to look into naming that road after him, which is where he resided, as I understand.
Correct. And Council Ewell is taking that up, and hopefully we can get it done relatively quickly.
Totally agree.
Yeah. I rarely take issue with my colleagues or predecessors, but frankly, the last time this came to the Board of Commissioners was about 20 years ago. And at that time, they chose to let the name remain in place, but the time has passed, long past, to wipe that stain off the map.
Well, if I might provide an additional comment, I was under the impression that when the Forest Service renamed the road, which they did, I believe, about 2 or 3 years ago, that resolved the issue. But apparently, as Commissioner Hall and I learned at the dedication on Saturday, people still require the Darky Creek address for their mail. So that provided the motivation to ask Council Yule to expedite the process to change the name so that mail will no longer need to be addressed in that manner.
And also someone who contacted me about this recently sent me a link to the official map of that area, and that name still appears on the map. So it will be good to get this taken care of.
Get it resolved.
Yes. Okay, public comment. If we have anybody online who wishes to offer up to 3 minutes of public comment at this point, please use the raise hand function. PIO Miller tells me that that one piece of written input was submitted through Smartsheet before the meeting deadline. And I believe we've had at least a couple of people sign up here in our conference room. And so, Mr. Miller, if you could let us know there.
We don't have anybody signed up, but
I was, yeah.
She did it online, she did.
Yeah. I don't know. if
Okay,
I'm
you need
allowed-
to come forward, please.
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it because I was here last time and it was shut down. That not to bring. it
Okay,
up.
could you be seated, please,
Oh,
so we
okay.
can, if, for the people on Zoom and all, so
Oh,
they can
okay.
hear what you're saying? And
Okay.
also introduce yourself,
My name is
please.
Cheryl McGovern. I
Okay.
live in Newport. And I had written in the comment thing, I need, since April, I've been going round and round trying to get some help. With my home, there's been a big land encroachment issue in building without permits. And I've contacted just about everybody in town. And it's all been swept under the carpet. All I've heard was chitter chatter and absolutely no solution. I've been told to get an attorney. And I'm looking at it, had the county been doing what they're supposed to be doing, there would have been a cease and desist, which has not happened. As of last night, they were still hammering. And
Excuse me.
I had looked into some things and there needed to be fines against them. And it even went so far as to saying putting a lien on it. And I know I already consulted with an attorney, but it's just so expensive, over $100,000 to fight this. And I'm looking at it, had the county been following those guidelines, cease and desist, fines and everything else, they would be forced in a situation to negotiate with me and try to stop it. You know, I don't know what to do. It's been 7 months now and absolutely nothing has been changed. So that's where I'm at. I don't know right now what to do. And that's pretty much it.
We will check in with the planning department and follow up with you.
I've heard that already.
Okay, well, that's all I
Yeah.
can offer at this moment.
Okay.
we have Cheryl's input as well.
Yes.
here online.
Okay. Was there anyone else for public comment?
We've got Jake here too, so. a little bit no
Okay.
other written input.
All right, then. We will prepare to adjourn and mention the next board meetings are,
Oh, excuse me, Chair.
Yes,
Was Jake
Mr.
going to
Miller.
come up and talk about World AIDS Day, or
pardon me,
is Jake going to come up and talk about World AIDS
did
Day?
you want to address the board? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So whatever you're comfortable.
You don't have to do it today if you don't want to. You can do it next week. Yeah.
Good morning. I'm Jake Mathis with Lincoln County Health and Human Services Public Health, harm reduction worker and HIV prevention specialist. And I'm just coming today to announce that December 1st, we will be recognizing, Newport will be recognizing its first annual World AIDS Day walk and remembrance for those who've lost their lives or those who have been sickened by this plague, by this horrible disease of HIV and AIDS. And it's just a day to remember those folks and also just spread awareness within our community. 1 in 6 people, Oregonians, I should say, 1 in 6 people know their HIV status or their status with, communicable disease. And we're just wanting to let you guys know that we are available. Harm reduction is available and public health is available to contact if you were interested in looking into getting tested, or you know someone who may want to get tested or just have questions about statistics or anything related to that. So December 1st, again, we will have the first World AIDS Day walk and gathering at City Hall at 12 o'clock, which is a Thursday. We will be having community leaders presenting a little bit. I can't name names at this moment because we're still, getting that all squared away, but we will have some community leaders to speak. And then we will carry on with our walk. We're offering t-shirts and swag bags that will have water and little treats like protein bars or whatever for us to march around. Newport will be coming up to the 101 and 20, wrapping up around Olive, going around Lee, and wrapping around the county buildings. Just in solidarity for this issue, So anyways, I was planning to speak next week about this, but I'm here today, so something pretty exciting and dear and near to my heart. So
Wonderful.
yeah, thank you. So if you guys have any questions or
Yeah, I do have a question. You had said if people, wanted to get tested or wanted information to reach out, like, how do they reach out? What's a phone number? How do they?
so
Do that.
Harm Reduction's phone number is area code 541-265-0404. Or you can simply look us up on our website, on the Lincoln County website, going to Harm Reduction and or Facebook. We have a couple people, we have a wonderful team over at Public Health who is there to offer, assistance and guidance towards the process. And everything's confidential and free. Let's not forget that it is free. So yeah, we're just trying to spread awareness as much as possible and lower the risk of spreading disease in our community and whatever, So pretty exciting things. And so I hope that you guys will all be able to attend and be able to celebrate and, in this with us. So
Great,
thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Jake. The next meetings of the Board of Commissioners, Monday and Wednesday of next week, November 28th and November 30th, both at 10 a.m., both taking place in this room and hybrid over our YouTube channel. Monday, November 28th, 10 a.m., Wednesday, November 30th, 10 a.m. for the board weekly public business